What is up, everyone? Day number 28. Almost been a month already. It's crazy. Time flies, and it just keeps going faster. But I just wanted to say to all the new subscribers, and for you guys subscribing, I appreciate it. You know, I made this channel. Like I said, I have a story to tell. You know, and I think everyone who's went through addiction, you know, and survived and came out alive, and I think you have a story to tell too. And like I said, sometimes I just get on here and sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to say. You know, I just wing it. You know, I don't cut it. It's just me, you, and that's what makes it real. So I appreciate you guys following. Appreciate you subscribing. Like I said before in the previous videos, you know, your story may help someone. You know, what you went through, and, you know, maybe someone else's survival guide. So, to the new guys, the new followers, new subscribers, welcome. I make videos every day. I'm going to continue making a video for the next year, every day, 365 days, which, you know, if everything goes right, I'll continue making videos. But that's the plan. That's the goal. Yeah, so day 28, still kicking. Today is Tuesday. Right now I'm off work all week again. I'm only working weekends right now, which is fine because it gives me a chance to catch up on school with my kids' homeschooling. If you're new, you don't know some of my background, I homeschool my kids, single dad. Here in a couple weeks, I'll be 9 years sober. Hard to believe, 9 years. It's crazy. New beginning. Like that quote says, restart, reset, refocus as many times as you need to. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. Worst thing you can do is give up. Even later in life, you know. If you're older, you know, still don't give up. Like I said, sometimes it's not always about us. Sometimes we may make a change for the better that might touch someone else without us even knowing. Without us even knowing. You never know who's watching, who you're influencing, who you're inspiring. You never know. So, never give up. Keep going. I know, like I said, it gets hard. Life is hard. Life is tough. But you need to get tougher. You need to find that inner strength and find that warrior in you. I believe there's a warrior in us all. We just get distracted. We get distracted and led astray by certain things in the world. Drugs, alcohol. We get tricked. You know, sometimes it's not always, we think of strong, we think physical strong, you know. Nothing wrong with that. But sometimes, I don't want to say sometimes. I think we can't be physically strong unless we're mentally strong. Because even getting physically strong takes some kind of mental power. In my case, my strength comes from God. I will never deny the power of God. Like I said, there was many nights in my addiction where just praying, crying, and praying to God to save me. Save me from myself. Which he did. And I had many other people praying for me. There's power in prayer. People don't believe that. Well, some people are just wrong. There's power in prayer, and it's direct communication to the Almighty. Never doubt the power of God. So I was reading the quote today, quote of the day. Says you just don't treat addiction. There's more comes along with just treating addiction. There's anxiety and depression and PTSD and loneliness and trauma. And so a lot of people use drugs and alcohol as a band-aid. I said before, like when I got divorced, my first divorce, I've been divorced twice. My first divorce, I medicated myself with alcohol, buried myself in the bottle, and it just made it worse. Made things worse, didn't treat anything. It increased my depression, increased my anxiety. So like I said, we treat these traumas with drugs and alcohol thinking it's gonna, make it better. And it doesn't. It just numbs the pain for a little while, but then it just adds on more trauma. My second divorce, I decided to get sober. And I made it through that divorce easier than I did my first one. Being sober-minded, clear-headed, that's where the strength comes from. The strength comes from dealing with pain naturally and overcoming it without the help of anything. I mean, of course, God. I'm talking about like drugs and alcohol. Without, medication, pills. I don't take pills. Never went to AA for my sobriety. I prayed to God, depended on His strength, and believed in myself. Gotta believe in yourself. Don't leave no room for doubt. And don't expect things to happen overnight, because they don't. They don't happen overnight. It's a process. It's time. Get it in your head. You're going to need to be patient. And I've said before, during those patient times, strength builds, confidence builds. You gain strength you never knew you had. Yeah, so addiction is often someone's best attempt to cope when they see no other options. Like I said, people use that as a medication for their problems and trauma. And trust me, it's better to do it without it. Like I said, my second divorce, got sober, got stronger, and I learned a lot more about myself, about what I was capable of. Like I said, those tough times that you go through, you really find out what you're made of. And you learn to trust God. You learn to trust God. I get it, A lot of people, they have to see to believe, but we walk by faith, not by sight. believe. Gotta believe in yourself, in God, and in the power to change. So, I'm going to leave it at that. Happy Tuesday. I may make another video. It is 2 for Tuesday. So, hope everyone is having a blessed week. Like I said, believe in yourself. Don't give up. Be strong. Stay strong. We will see you later. God bless.